Alrighty.
Do it for him.
Here we go.
Burn away.
1, 2, 3, and I'm out.
$100. 120.
Whoa.
150. Rotate. It's fine.
I'll follow you.
Oh, roger that.
Alright, let's go to 200.
Roger that.
No, just talking to myself. 200 radar range. I'm currently looking at that.
Oh.
Are you seeing my... Sorry.
Oh, we got bogeys that close.
Remember, you said you didn't want to. You didn't want to fly that far.
So there's one group of hostiles heading 330, and those are just C-101 drones.
Roger.
They are very close, but there's no friendly. So what we could try is we could get some distance to those guys and
do a proper interception.
Yeah, and get rid of those 4 Phoenixes.
Yep.
And then we close in. What do you think?
As soon as he said that, I was going to interject, but I said no. You know, we'll just let it play out and see how you want to do that with the Phoenixes. But I knew that was going to be a problem, being too close to them.
Roger. Let's go east then.
It would work, but I would suggest fly heading 210 for 50 miles or something.
There you go. Call it.
Roger. Come left 210.
Okay. I'm switching the display back to ground stab, so we see the absolute headings.
Okay.
We are a little bit slow.
Who is that?
There's a ghost dog.
Ghost dog! Oh!
Ah, we just took off.
Oh, we just took off.
That's okay. What are you flying?
I'm in my F-18. We're in the Hoggett training server, just getting Chansley up to... Dude, I'll come back. Fuck this. I'll stop right here.
It's cool. I need a few minutes to power up this beast anyway.
Well, let me know, dude. I'll stop what I'm doing. Oh,
man.
Yeah, I mean, we just took off and we're just artificially putting some distance between us and targets to do some Phoenix intercepts.
I'm in a Hornet.
Chaz, are you in the F-14?
Yeah,
they're in the F-14.
Okay, well, if your ramp started and you're in with the AI, I can jump into your session.
No, he's in there with Quaisoir. That's what I'm saying. I want to stop and come back and get your ass.
Yeah. Hi.
And
I have a question, Ghost Dog. Do you know what the switch is called that resets the flight data computer on the F-14? Like if you sweep your wings for the first time, you usually hit that to reset the master caution. Do you know what I mean? It should be a switch next to where you arm the ground spoilers, above your left knee, and we are looking for that one.
CAD-C reset.
From here.
So the master reset button is to reset the CAD-C, right?
Yeah, exactly.
From your throttle, go forward onto the vertical panel, and there's a small grey round switch, bottom right corner of the vertical panel. Literally in front of the throttle from memory.
The master reset, not the master caution.
Yeah, master reset. To reset master caution, it's the master caution light.
Yeah, there's 2 different things. Chansley, you know that. I've showed you that. The little button to reset your wings.
Oh, yeah, master reset, yeah.
Yeah. That's done. That gets rid of the CAD-C light on your caution warning panel.
Anytime you go from manual or bound mode, we'll call it, when you go to bomb mode back to auto or anything like that, you have to reset that. Just make a habit of hitting that button, dude, anytime you fuck with your wings, because it's going to come on.
Because I don't know what's happening in Ghost Dog, but I have this master caution blinking in the RIO seat. I had that last time as well when we were flying the operation, and we didn't figure out why I see the master caution blinking. It's a little bit of a mystery.
First of all, you'll have your own little caution and warning panel to the right of the TID screen.
Yeah, it doesn't show anything. It's blank.
Nothing there. Okay.
Yeah,
Press the master caution light, see if it extinguishes. Then ask the pilot at the front to check their caution and warning panel and make sure they don't have any lights.
So the master caution I see is not clickable. I can't press.
In that case, then Chazley needs to reset his.
It might just be a bug, you know what? Because we already tried that.
Also, verify verify that your ejection seats are both armed and you both have oxygen.
Oh, I'm sure they did that.
I'm sure they did.
Right.
Yeah, we'd be spiraling into the sea if I didn't have oxygen at this point.
Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah, literally check the caution and warning panel for both of you if you've got a master caution, and the only person who can reset the master caution is the pilot at the front.
Hey, Ghost Dog, this would be perfect. We could take off from the carrier.
Yeah, we can.
Let me know when you're ready.
Stand by. I'm just getting. I need to switch VR off because I'm not doing that.
I'm going to do this
VO
now.
switch.
Shall we come about, or shall we just orbit and wait for them to rejoin us?
Turn right, heading 330.
Roger, turning right.
There is no carrier aircraft.
There's none?
Oh,
No.
what? I thought I saw someone
or-
on there. There was someone on there earlier.
I'm not seeing it.
You don't have a Stennis, or you don't have a
No,
Theodore Roosevelt?
I'm looking in the multiplayer select roll, and I don't see.
They're not always like
Stennis.
together. Sometimes you have to roll quite far through the list.
I have gone up and down, brother.
They may have pulled the carriers out because Hoggett have a nasty habit of making them disappear if they think that they're
Yeah.
causing problems.
I saw someone on
Yeah.
it earlier when we just started this mission.
Right, are you on Georgia at War, Persian Gulf at War, or the training server?
Maybe that was a
Training
bot.
server for Chazzy.
Training server, understood.
So let me try to find an F-18.
I suppose that could have been a bot.
Katazi,
I don't see you guys on the training server.
we're here.
I'll get
Okay.
training, Georgia.
You're all up to date, right, B?
Should be.
You get the best fuel efficiency at this altitude by choosing a power setting that gives you between 3 and 4
Oh, there you are. I see you now.
fuel flow thingies.
Oh, okay.
3.5, I don't know, burgers per hour. I don't know.
Gallons,
3.5 Big Macs per hour.
Yeah.
freedom units per hour.
Okay, good to know. I have 3.5 burger units.
I think it's pounds. I think it's pounds per hour.
It's right there at mil. That's mil.
Hey, maybe you guys can answer this question. What's with all the new afterburner like you got knocking and pinging now? Is that new or what?
They've got the option in the settings under audio to amplify the sound of the afterburners so that people can hear when the afterburners are on.
It sounds
Oh.
more like pinging and knocking and bad gas than
I
afterburner.
have a fun story from the other day. I started the F-14 by myself. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't afterburn, and I was getting a lot of knocking and or compressor stalls.
But the plane flew flying. It's the silliest thing in the world.
If you're right on the edge of mill to afterburner, it'll be pulling in and out of the setting. So there is actually now a setting on the Hornet, I believe. You won't, unless you've changed it to this, you would know if you had, but there's a setting where you manually have to press a button to enable yourself to go over to afterburner. So it could be something to do with that. I'm not 100% sure, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't happened since. It was just the one time. It was the weirdest thing.
I got him on the straight and narrow. He's becoming a nice little Tomcat pilot.
So at the moment we cannot shoot any long-range ordnance at the drones because there is friendly stock fighting. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
that
suggest
Yeah,
Oh,
we just had
that would get you in
those
trouble.
on
there's a transport to the east of that. Are they in the air? Oh, is that like a ground thing?
Yeah, that's a ground thing. There's only 2 groups of drones.
Thank you.
Fly.
Fucking A right, man. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, they're all occupied. I can see that.
Yeah, so there's one group that's heading 020 and the other one is due north. A little bit
If I remember
farther.
right, the training server usually has some guys out to the ocean that you can spawn in for like bears and shit like that.
Let's head for the northerly group. I imagine they might be done by the time we get there.
Chazzy, kind of be easy on your fuel so we can catch up to you a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm in optimum burger consumption right now.
Ooh, right.
Minimum burgers per second.
What do you think of that, Q? Head for the north group. They might be done by the time we get near there.
Fuel is fine. We still have 14.7 Big Macs.
Yeah, I mean, at this rate, we should just wait for them to be able to join us.
Ben, my
What?
cockpit's just loading up. That's all.
No problem. I'm just saying I'm pretty much waiting on you.
Yeah. In the pit, and I'm pretty much ready to start when you are.
Okay, copy that. Let's do this.
I'm gonna come east, just kind of start an orbit, waiting for them.
Give me air and power, and let me know when you have.
I got it all. We're good. We should be good to go.
Are you loaded up with weapons?
Yeah, we should be good to go.
Sweet. Canopy down.
Yeah, let's do this. Come on.
So, Chaz, are you familiar with the
Ready to
AC
start.
modes?
Copy that.
Sorry, what was that, Q?
ACM modes that you have at your disposal, which are basically the
No,
radar
he's not.
modes.
He's not.
Okay. There is a couple of switches for the pilots. Well, it's actually stick assignments. Let me just look at what I've found. Yeah, it's vertical scan high, PAL, and vertical scan low.
I showed him that yesterday, and he's got it binded, but you probably
There's
can
another
explain
one,
that.
actually.
Yeah, I have them
Which is-
bound.
Yeah. The PLM button is basically the following. As soon as you point your little fixed crosshair that's in the upper region of your HUD, if you point it at an aircraft and you press and hold the PLM button, it will lock it.
Okay.
Then there's PAL, which is more or less a horizontal scan mode. So you have to hold it, but if you hold the PAL, it will acquire along a horizontal line through the middle of your HUD, I think.
You got scan high and scan low. Scan low scans horizontally, side to side. Scan high is vertical from like basically the center of your HUD up by about 40-50 degrees.
And what's PAL then?
PAL is pilot activated lock-on. There's a small circle around the crosshair for the HUD, which the pilot can manually lock things onto. It's considered a backup. It's for if the RIO was magically incapacitated and couldn't use the radar or something like that. You're almost never going to use it.
Yeah, but I thought that's the PLM button that does that.
That's pilot lock-on mode, which is so PL is like pilot auxiliary mode, and PLM is the pilot lock-on mode. That's if something is in the center of the screen and you just want to lock it up. Most pilots, in most cases, you'll just use VSL high or low because it just lets you scan a much broader area.
Okay.
All right. We got engines. Air is disconnected.
Brilliant. I'm just pumping in the coordinates now. Stand by.
Letting you know where we are.
Oh, whoever wrote the name for the Oliver Hazard Perry class spelled hazard wrong.
Welcome to Russian developers.
They spelled it like Dukes of Hazzard style.
Oh, is it close
Copyright.
enough?
2
Come
Z's,
on.
really? 2 Z's, really? Come on. God.
It's close enough, come on.
I hear banjos.
My uncle's call sign was actually Hazard.
Well, I gotta write him a letter and thank him because he haunted you in your dreams, and ever since then you've been like a raped ape on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I had a dream. My uncle's a former Tomcat pilot. I had a dream he was like one-on-one coaching me.
And he woke up the next day.
I was like, I gotta get in the F-14, man.
Yeah, he got on me the next day, and every day since then, dude, it's been cramming for like a test or something.
Not to be too forward about it, Shaz, but is he still around?
Yeah. Yeah, he just got his COVID retirement package from Delta Airlines.
I suppose he needs to have a look at this.
Yeah, I mean that's I would like to do that at one point, but he also lives in Nevada.
Ah. You can take a Navy pilot out in Nevada, but you can't take can't do the Navy out there.
Waiting on you, buddy.
Yeah. We got some rockin' music
You know
going
where we're
on.
at. Good to go.
Quasar, did you turn on the tape?
Oh,
Chappie. Alright, I'm gonna come south.
Alright, alignment begins time now. The coordinates are in. It's a stored heading, so it shouldn't take too long.
Are there 2 carriers out there? I just saw one.
Very possibly. You'll have either a Kuznetsov and a Stennis,
okay,
or
there's
you'll have a
there's
Kuznetsov, a
Tarawa.
Stennis,
There's a
or
Wasp.
Tarawa. Yeah, that'll be for the Harrier boys. Also known as people with far more talent than me.
Okay, there's a Stennis and the George Washington. There's 2 Nimitzes.
Yeah, so the George Washington is the one that requires the supercarrier.
Okay.
The Stennis is, of course, just totally fine for you.
That's the one we'll go to, obviously. With them.
Damn.
Yeah, take it with this bike, man. I'm telling
fucker
you.
who revs every night.
Yep. He lives right here on the corner.
Stinger has been deployed.
Just get a paintball gun, just light him up the next time he comes.
Oh, fuck that. Just throw a 2x4 in the wheel.
Come on, Goose, let's go.
Just wait on the alignment. Once the alignment happens, we are
Sorry.
on.
My bad. I'm just so anxious to get in the air.
Let's go. Oh man, pilots, Jesus.
Well, this is kind of cool. 4 people. You know, this is good. This is good stuff.
What we might do, Ben, I have SRS running. Do you?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Because if we've got SRS running, it might be an idea that we either switch to a different channel or get out, because obviously we're going to be talking coordination stuff between us, and I don't want to talk over Quasar and Jazz.
Well, can't you move us? Well, that's too bad. You can't move us to another channel.
Stand by.
I could if you wanted to.
Already done. See you soon.
Okay.
so I suggest we get close, and I'm doing the lock on for the first target, and you shoot with a AIM 7 MH.
Okay.
And then you switch ACM mode on, and you take control of the radar and do the lock on yourself for the next target, and that way you can try out the different lock on modes and how they work and what they do. Right?
Sounds
and
good.
I'll keep identifying the targets and doing the IFF stuff.
And for ACM mode, I just press one of those buttons and just goes to it.
Yeah, usually in close quarters fights, you flip the ACM cover, which is the red and white stripe thingy. What it does is, well, one of the things it does is it switches the missile firing delay to 0. So it puts the missiles in, I don't know, super prep mode or whatever. I don't do piloting that often.
Okay.
So I'm not the best guy to ask for that.
Why
But
is it, the button says ACM jettison when I hover over it. Under the ACM cover.
yeah, just raise the cover that has a little switch in itself, and don't flip the jettison stuff. Raising the cover alone is sufficient to put the missiles in super prep mode.
Okay.
If you excuse my.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It changed all the displays and changed mode to bore sight. Okay. Raise the cover, don't push the button.
Yeah, fly heading, stand by. Yeah, just north.
Okay.
North. All right, I'm deactivating the data link display, switching to 100 miles, and now we see the unidentified guys. And
Yep. I see your
I'm doing
cursor.
magic now.
So when it changes color, is it getting locked, or are you just like selecting it?
I am selecting it, then I hit my IFF button and I get a return, and then I press, then I classify it either as friend, unknown, or hostile. So now I hooked it, I bugged it, so to speak. Now the IFF return says hostile. I'm pressing the button, and it now shows it as hostile.
Two of them just
And
had little X's pop up on them, and then they're gone now.
yeah, we keep losing the tracks when that happens.
Is that what the X means?
Yes, X means there's no contact anymore, and you're just viewing the track.
Just letting you know it's disappeared and it's about to go away or whatever.
Because we are high and they are low, and
No.
now we see them. That's a fur ball, definitely.
A fur ball?
Yeah, there's lots of dogfighting going on. There's friendlies, there are hostiles.
Okay.
So no go for the Phoenix. We have to get in.
Yeah, why did they put... Or I guess, did these things get like scrambled automatically, these AI friendlies all over there? They're just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, the problem is people like to dogfight, and they just go there and dogfight. So there's hardly any opportunity to practice shooting Phoenix. I mean, it's not the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah, I did it yesterday with AI Jester.
Okay, so the one I have selected currently has a stand by. Ghost Dog is asking something.
Okay.
All right. So the one we have currently selected has a distance of 33 miles.
Yep.
So you can go master arm on and select the sparrows.
Roger that. Sparrows selected.
Okay, I'm going to try and get a single target lock with Doppler STT. It's not the most reliable. Usually we lose it. That's a friendly, actually.
Oh yeah, just changed. Okay, same on the HUD.
Yeah, so that is now confirmed hostile.
Nope, just
Yeah,
lost
now
him.
it's because of the unreliability of pulse Doppler search. So once we get a little bit closer, I can hook them up in pulse STT. Switching the range to 50. And I'm going to punch the bags.
Roger.
Okay, I'm trying to get him in pulse STT. Confirmed hostile.
Roger.
Once in range, feel free to engage. We should be in range this time.
17 miles. That's good. 17 miles is a fine range for the AIM-7.
Yeah, you have a little range fire authorization indicator on your artificial horizon thingy display.
Yes.
But I don't know how to interpret that correctly. So the symbology is a little bit beyond me. I don't use it that often.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
I think I know how to interpret it, but I think we're well within range, so I'm gonna come on over here. Fox 1. Missile away. And with this, I gotta stay pointed at the thing, right? I have to guide it in with the radar.
Yeah, it does gimbal, but within certain restrictions, of course. Okay, was that a splash? Oh, missile is still traveling. Fine.
I know the HUD's supposed to say.
Splash.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
The HUD will give
Excellent.
you like time to target when you shoot a missile. I just don't know where it is on this.
And now lift the ACM cover, yeah, and play with the ACM modes. Lock something up and kill it.
Roger that.
As soon as you lock something, let me know and I'll IFF it.
Okay, I went
That-
to VSL low.
Hostile. Hostile.
Oh, lock. Hostile.
Host-
Roger that, Rain. Oh, Fox 1. Splash.
And that's it, basically.
Cool. 2 shoots.
We have infinite targets here, they instantly respawn.
Ah, okay.
So Sidewinder is pretty intuitive as well. The gun, let's try and lock something up. I will confirm hostile or not. And then let's try to gun it with the radar guided sight. Would you agree?
Roger that.
So you set the gun elevation to 53 and that makes sure that your fixed gun sight is correct and the radar guided one as well. So hitting things with the gun of the F-14 is pretty cool.
Yeah, let me verify where that gun elevation thing is, because I found like the one display that's gun rounds.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about should be next to it, basically. maybe I can see it. I'm looking over
Oh
my
wait.
shoulder.
Oh no, okay, I selected the wrong thing. I did the gun ammunition counter.
It is called elevation lead.
Gun elevation lead
And
adjustment.
yeah,
And what should that read?
5-3 degrees.
53 mils or 530 mils, nils, whatever.
053.
053. Okay, 053.
Hey, great. One thing that is worth mentioning, as long as you have the ACM cover open, I cannot use the radar. So
Oh,
you
roger
take
that.
effectively control of the radar. Usually, I would just say, give me back the radar, please, and you just close the cover, and I can do my stuff again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Close the cover.
But of course, you want to take control again for the gun run.
Okay. Where are these things? Are we north of them?
We are pretty much flying towards them. I see the markers. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay, yeah, I turned those off. So you said to shoot the gun I have to have ACM cover lifted.
Not 100% sure on that.
How's locking with the gun work? Do I have to select it like it's like a missile, or does it just select what's in front of me?
The same as with the missiles. So locking works the same way, and instead of shooting the missile, you just get the radar guided sight for the gun if you have selected the gun. There's one 5 kilometers at your 9 o'clock.
Roger.
Come 20 degrees left. And left again. 20, 30, 40 degrees. And then it should be in front of you. Keep going left, 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 left. He's at your 10 o'clock.
Still?
Yeah, he's circling as well.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going left, going left,
So
going
you're
left.
like right on top of him, basically.
He's at 12 o'clock now.
I
Below.
got him. Oh, I'm gonna have to come around.
Yeah, it's so annoying because they fly so slowly.
It's like shooting down a World War II fighter.
Your target is hostile.
Oh, direct front. We'll just go for this guy then.
Yep, confirmed hostile.
Range 4.5 miles. Okay, so I'm in gun mode. There's like the big cross with a dot, and then there's the smaller cross.
I'm sorry, Ghost Dog was talking. Can you say again?
Oh, how do I line up the gun sight on this thing? The big cross with the dot in the middle?
Stand by.
Oh, I hit him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It seemed like the big cross with a dot, and it was the one I wanted.
Yeah, so it's definitely not the fixed one. You should, I think you should put the cross into the circle with the dot in the middle.
There you go.
Ooh.
Cool.
But most of the time, you won't be dogfighting.
No.
And also, I'm not the best dogfighting teacher. Dogfighting in the F-14 can be extremely powerful because it has such an insane turn rate.
Yeah, it does.
But it's pretty hard because you don't have fly-by-wire.
Yeah,
And
I was.
Punto would be the best person to because he's really good in the F-14 in dogfighting. But most of the time, you just keep your distance and fire a Phoenix or two, and then you crank left or right. Keep the guidance for the missile up, and as soon as it's going pitbull, you turn away and build up more distance, and then come in again. That's the usual attack pattern.
Yeah, typical BVR. Are they off the ground yet, or are they still having issues?
They are taking off as we speak. So I think you're more than ready for the real server.
Okay.
It's not required to land on a carrier there. You can land on an airfield if you so desire. The only exception is that the targets will be much faster and much more dangerous.
Who do I got locked up here?
This is hostile.
Roger. Damn, these things are so slow.
Ghost Dog, our fuel state is 8,000 cheeseburgers. Roger. Yeah, they are flying A10 speeds here.
Yeah. Not the most fun to try and shoot.
No, but we still have Sidewinders.
That's true. Where'd he go?
He is on the 5 o'clock, moving towards 6 o'clock. Distance
Roger
5 kilometers. Yeah, keep pulling, keep pulling. And he is now 12 o'clock nose high. And you're pointing towards him.
No visual.
I'm actually not sure about the radar control on the SM cover. I can still control the radar. Uh, 1 o'clock low.
1 o'clock low.
Pointing towards him. Straight in front of you.
Oh, there you go. Got a lock. Fox 2. Oh. Flash.
Yeah, that won't buff out.
Oh, is there like an audio level for that growler?
Yes, there is, and it's somewhere on your
Found
left.
Volume SW, left forward. I have the game turned down a lot and that growler is still super loud.
If you excuse me for a second, I need to talk to the wife for half a minute or so.
Roger
I'm
that.
sorry. I'll be right back.
Fox 2.
All right, sorry, very sorry.
No problem.
But had to clarify something. There's a baby on the way.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, thank you, but it wasn't too hard to accomplish that. So
Yeah, you kind of have to do
I won't-
one thing and then
don't take any credit.
nature takes over.
Fuel state is, so we should return to base.
Yeah. I'm
I
heading
have
that
selected Tarkon 3-1 X-ray, which is Senaki.
way. Okay. Let's see.
If you select your Tarkon on your navigation display iPad, then you should see it. In theory. That thing is silly, but it makes even a ferry flight seem exciting.
Hey, Ghost and Ben just went by us. I didn't see him though.
Nope. Still no range. Sorry.
Was that a hiccup?
Yeah.
Have you been drinking?
Negative, sir. Yeah, maybe it has something to do with cow textures. Who knows?
Cow.
Yeah, cow textures, the running gag. If ED breaks something from one patch to the next one, it's probably because they changed the textures for the cows on the fields. What I do when I pilot the F-14, if you want to call it piloting in quotation marks, I don't look at the ball, or let's not call it the ball, the AOA indicator, the little donut, right? I just fly 15 units. I just look at the unit, at the AOA unit indicator 15. That's the right thing. That has a big fat white line.
Okay.
That's how I do it. But I think it's easier to use the donut. I should train myself to use that more.
What's the donut?
The donut tells you that you are on speed, AOA. If you are too fast, it shows the red arrow pointing up, and if you're too slow, it shows the red arrow pointing down.
Where's this thing?
It's left of your HUD. It's right in your field of view.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like the same on any other plane, basically.
Yeah. Okay, I'll stop talking. Sterile cockpit. And for non-sea-based landings, confirm ground spoilers are armed, which includes anti-skid.
Yep, they're armed. I'm too high. Go around.
So there's Benzo on finals.
Roger, do I need to delay or are we good?
We're good. Oh, he better vacate the runway real fast. Spoilers up, Benzo. Very cool.
There we go. A little sloppy, but we got it. I've actually lost track of that time. I think that's actually gonna have to be it for me today.
Yeah, same here. I was about to say I think I have to leave in a couple of minutes. But I hope you had fun.
I did. Thank you. That was very helpful.
And if you fancy doing it again sometime, we could actually try out the live server and shoot down some baddies.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Get nailed by clueless blues.
That does not sound fun.
They get either kicked to spectators, and if it happens the second time, then they get kicked from the server. So there's a system in place to keep it in check. And it's all against AI, because I don't really like PvP too much in DCS. It's pretty meta. Most people fly F-18s and they have the data link, the overpowered data link 16 and so on. It's a little bit... I just prefer fighting AI.
Yeah, me too.